Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. Tim will be here in just a few minutes, but that is what it is because it's been a while since we've been able to say this. It's been about 6 months. We have NFL football to talk about today. We also get some baseball as well. We get an 11-game MLB slate to go over for today. I made a move on the football game. I made a move on one baseball game. And that's about it for at the moment. I will be moving on more during the show. But it's just been a one play for me. And we will be talking some NFL football today. Super pumped up for the Hall of Fame game. I really like this play, and it falls into a system that I've been following for a while. I gave a little spoiler out yesterday. So we will be going over that today. But first, before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to go over what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. I went 7-4 yesterday in the MLB, a positive day, second straight one to start the month of August. So nice there. Started off with a loser with the LA Angels first 5 money line at plus 118. The Tigers first 5 -1/2 got it done. Minnesota, Milwaukee, Washington over 9 was a loser, but Miami, Philadelphia first 5 under was a winner. That game went to extra innings. That game soared over the total, but the first 5 under hit. Tampa Bay, New York first 5 under 4 was a loser. Baltimore, Toronto first 5 under 4.5 was a winner. St. Louis came to play yesterday. They win 7-3. Team total over 3.5 was a casher in the second inning. And then the full game over 9 as well was a winner in that game. The Mets and the Royals, first 5 under 4.5 comes through as we just continue to play unders when the Mets face lefties. That's what we're going to keep doing. Lost with the Oakland team total over, but the full game over does come through as the Dodgers put up 10 last night. They get the over by themselves. And a 10-1 victory there. So overall, 7-4, up 2.12 units, off to a 16-8 start here in August, up 4.74 units. So a nice winning day, a nice winning start to the month. It's always nice to start the month off on the right page. So nice winning there. He's going to be here in a few minutes. He will be here in a few minutes. He's on his way home. But we will get started here with today's show, and we get started with some preseason football. The Hall of Fame game. The New York Jets are taking on the Cleveland Browns in this one here. The Jets are 2-point favorites with a total of 33.5 in this game. Let me grab up the line history in this spot because that's the only thing for me that matters in preseason NFL is watching the line moves. Because it'll tell you everything you need to know. I know people say you need to go deep diving into who's starting and who's playing. And guess what? The books know that too. And the books will tell you everything you need to know. The books are telling me that we're going to see Zach Wilson for a decent chunk of this game. And that Tim Boyle and Schreifer, the fourth string quarterback, are going to be playing too. But it's going to be a decent amount of our boy where we get to see this guy in action today. And I think he'll be able to play well here in this spot. The Jets opened up as 2.5-point dogs. They're now 2-point favorites. Line opened up at a 34. It's down to a 33.5. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game here. See what the cash flow is for Jets Browns here for the Hall of Fame game. We have 50% of the tickets and 84% of the cash on the Browns, and the line's moving towards the Jets. We have 77% of the tickets, 83% of the cash coming in on the over, and it's gone down half a point. So maybe an under could be an interesting look here as well. I'm on the New York Jets money line. My pretty plain and simple system when it comes to betting the preseason, which was very successful last year, and I anticipate on doing it again this year. When in doubt, if a team moved from dog to favorite, just bet them. Just bet them. It's telling you that quarterbacks are going to be playing more. They're going to be playing more of their top guys, less of their bottom guys compared to the other team. And the books will tell you everything you need to know about these preseason games. Jets money line for me tonight against the Cleveland Browns. Let's get in, and now we're going to get into the baseball slate here now. Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins in this spot here. The Phillies minus 125 favorites. Total of 8 in this game. Now let's switch back over to baseball for some line history in this one. Michael Lorenzen making his first start as a Philadelphia Philly, taking on Johnny Cueto. This line opened up at a minus 125. It's actually down to a 117 now, so an 8-cent line movement towards those towards the fish in this one here. Total opened up at an 8.5 at even money. It went down to an 8, but now it's gone all the way back up, and it's now 8.5 at minus 120. So a 20-cent line movement towards the over, an 8-cent line movement towards the under in this game here. Let's grab the markets here for this one. We have 61% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the Phillies, and the line is moving towards the Marlins, which is very interesting. We have 72% of the tickets and 74% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved up, telling me that these pitchers are vulnerable, and so is Lorenzen in his first start as a Philadelphia Philly. Welcome, Tim. But let's take a look at Ballpark Pal here, see what type of conditions we have in Miami today. Usually this is just roof closed and whatever. And that's exactly what it is. Roof is closed. Don't know why I checked. These two pitchers have looked pretty good, though. Michael Lorenzen, 1.14 ERA, 0.85 whip, 7.99 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 2.66 walks per nine, a 228 BABIP, a 239 FIP, and a 405 SIERA. On the flip side, Johnny Cueto, 3 ERA, a 0.67 whip, 8.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%. 1.8 walks per nine, a 143 BABIP, a 394 FIP, and a 3.74 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards Miami. 3.78 FIP, 3.81 SIERA compared to 4.25 and 4.42. Hitting advantage goes towards Miami here. Miami 94 WRC plus, which is 18th against lefties. Right? No, Lorenzen's a righty. Yeah, my bad. It is against righties. I forgot which stat I put in there. It is against righties. And Phillies are just not hitting righties whatsoever. 77 WRC plus, which is 27th in baseball. Everybody thinks that this Phillies team offensively is amazing. I was originally actually leaning first 5 under in this game. That line movement's keeping me off the under with all the money coming in on the under, but the line moved up half a run. It tells me that was probably not the right look. I'm kind of interested in Miami in this spot. Johnny Cueto has been really strong since returning from the injury. He's been put into some bullpen situations, and I think he started in his last game. I'm kind of interested in Miami here. All the money's on Philly, and the line's moving towards Miami. Tells me that the Fish are a decent look here as well. They have the bullpen advantage. I'll probably be looking towards the Fish full game in this spot. I don't really want to fade the Rents because he's actually been pretty good lately. But for me, I'm going to take the Fish here. Take the Fish plus 107 for the 12 o'clock game.
Yeah, I'm not going to get involved in this one. It is Michael Lorenzen's first game for the Phillies, and I just can't trust Johnny Cueto. I know he's pitched well, but has he really? Last 2 starts, 5 earned runs in 12 innings against Colorado and against Detroit. And they've lost all 5 games that he's pitched in. So that's kind of an interesting little tidbit there. I'm not really interested in backing Lorenzen in his first game, but I can't trust Miami. I would kind of look towards the over in this game, just because I think Lorenzen gets hit a little bit, and I think Cueto gets hit a little bit. But for me, just because it's the early game doesn't mean I have to go after it. I'm going to end up staying away from this one.
That's fair. And you said the 2 teams that Cueto's faced in his last 2 starts, talking them down like they're Detroit and
Colorado.
Philadelphia's offense is about the same right now against right-handed pitching as those two teams. Like Detroit, I think their numbers against righties are better than
Philly has more firepower. So I know. Their last 30-day stats says that, but at the same time, it's still Philly, and they can go off whenever.
Of course they can. We saw that last night. They were able to put up some runs, but they choked that game away yesterday, and that was fun to watch. I didn't bet the game, but it was fun to watch the Phillies choke.
Yep.
Back to the chat.
I don't know where you left off.
Wow. There. Blue
Jays under is your play of the day. It is Flaherty. Yes. All right. And Gausman. Yeah, sure. That works with me. Marlins +1.5. If you're taking it, just take the money line.
Take the money line.
Honestly, there's no point in going after the +1.5. It's gonna be like minus like 160 or something. I wouldn't go after that. Take the money line. Morning, peeps. Good morning, K Diggs. Welcome. Let's jump into this game, which I want to just back a team out of spite, but we're not going to mention that.
we're not going to let personal endeavors lead to bets in this game. As much as I 100% agree, I would like to bet one team just strictly to bet them. My bad. I would like to bet one team strictly to bet against the other team because this is Max Scherzer's debut for the Texas Rangers. Let's get into it here in this spot. We have Max Scherzer versus Touki Toussaint. And as much as I like to bet against the Rangers, the lines move drastically towards them. And if it keeps moving this way, another 38 cents, I will be required to bet against Max Scherzer. They open up at a -240. It's up to a -262. Please hit -300, so I'm required to bet against you. Line opened up at a 9 +105. It's up to a 9 -103. So the lines move towards the over in this game as well as towards the Rangers in this spot here. Let's see if the market correlates with an over. And we have 71% of the tickets and 44% of the cash is on the over. So 29% of the tickets, 56% of the cash is on the under. Line has moved towards the over, 8 cents. And everybody and their mother is all over the Texas Rangers today. 95% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the money line. And 97% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on Texas Rangers run line. My bad, 98% of the tickets and 99% of the cash. I just went up. So I don't see anybody on Chicago here. Not saying I'm interested in Chicago. I'm not at all. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal for this one here. Globe Life Field, roof closed. It's hot as hell in Texas. It's still -7% runs. Looking at these two teams, we have Touki Toussaint, 3.22 ERA, 1.12 WHIP. 6.45 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 4.03 walks per 9, a 222 BABIP, a 4.04 FIP, and a 4.90 SIERA. On the flip side, Max Scherzer, 4.35 ERA, 1.16 WHIP, 10.45 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%, 3.48 walks per 9, a 203 BABIP, a 6.31 FIP, and a 4.14 SIERA. Bullpen advantage actually goes towards the Chicago White Sox in this game. 4.49 FIP, 4.30 SIERA, compared to a 5.46 and a 4.06 bullpen for the Rangers. Massive hitting advantage, though. As much as you would like the full game for Chicago to take advantage of the bullpen, I don't know if I want to because the Rangers, 121 WRC plus, is 6th against righties compared to the White Sox, who are 70, which is 30th. If there was ever a perfect game for the White Sox or for the Rangers to throw Max Scherzer out on his debut with the team, it's the White Sox. It's the perfect matchup because the White Sox aren't hitting a lick right now. This is a easy stay off for me. They've priced me off of the Texas Rangers, and everybody and their mother are on the Rangers. At this price, it got to be Chicago or nothing. I'm not forcing a play on that, though. Maybe an over in this game. Maybe an over. But once again, I don't want to rely on the White Sox to have to score runs. That doesn't sound like fun. This is a team that's dead last against righties the last 30 days. You think now they're all of a sudden going to score runs because it's Max Scherzer? I mean, this is a tough play for me. I would lean over. I'm staying off, though.
I'm going to go over. I just expect Max Scherzer to give up a couple runs. This is not the same Max Scherzer as a couple years ago. and he was not good with the Mets. And there's a reason why the Mets lied to him to get him to waive his no trade clause.
Because he's been a reason why this team is not the Mets are not good this year.
Correct. He hasn't been good, and I don't trust him. This is a over spot because I think Touki Toussaint gets hit too. Can I see the White Sox, the Rangers scoring 10 by themselves in this game? Sure, I can. This is an over spot. I can get 8.5. In this one, I see both starting pitchers
there's 8.5 out there.
They're heavy juiced on the site. So,
that's telling me the line's moving the wrong way on some books.
That's telling me that different books have different lines. So, I don't care. I'm taking the over. I could easily see this game being 4-4 at one point.
Where can you find an 8.5? Don't tell me Pinnacle.
Smirnoff.
Okay.
Pinnacle.
That makes me extremely nervous. That right there is enough to keep me off of the over, knowing that all these books are hanging 8 or 9s, and Pinnacle is hanging a 8.5. I'm good. Hard pass. You can do whatever you want to do in that game. That's enough for me to stay off as well.
I did give out the over in a free pick video yesterday for picks and parlays, but
I hope it hits, and I hope that Max Scherzer gets lit up, and I hope the White Sox win today, so the Houston Astros can be in first place. But that's beyond the point.
Yeah. Back to the chat.
Yeah, back to the chat. I honestly don't trust Scherzer. Me neither. I like Baltimore money line.
Yes, with Flaherty. Yes.
Morning, fellas, kind of like the over. This game over the total a little bit. Took the White Sox yesterday. Yeah. I'm telling you again, KK. I just want to look up one last thing for this game. I just want to see what this number is, and then we'll move on to the next one. Ooh. That's plus money. Chicago White Sox team total over 3.5 plus 110. That's kind of interesting. I'm still not playing it. We'll move on here to the next game. And how things have fallen for the New York Mets this year. The Royals are minus 115 pick'em favorites in this game with a total of 9. Granted, it's the perfect matchup for the Royals to be a favorite in this one here. It's Carlos Carrasco and it's Brady Singer in this one here. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. It opened up at New York Mets minus 120. And it stayed, and it moved to minus 112. Then it immediately went to plus 105. Don't know why that happened. I don't think there was a pitching change. But since it went to plus 105, it got up to plus 107. It's now down to a plus 103. So if you're looking at it just from 10.53 on, it's a 2-cent line movement towards the Mets. If you've looked at it since the opening line, it was a plus 110. Let's see what DraftKings did, because this was a confusing line move. DraftKings opened this up at a plus 114. Okay. And it flipped. Okay. This is a weird line move. I just want to see what these other books open these games at. Okay. Superbook opened this up, KC minus 118. I just want to see if this is it's happened on every book. Okay. Bookmaker opened up at even money for Royals, and it flipped immediately to minus 109. All right, so ignore the early moves. Ignore the because all these actually, I don't know what to do with this, but I honestly don't, because half these books have this game starting with KC as a favorite. Half of them have the Mets starting as a favorite. Let's take a look at the cash flow here, as we have 77% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on the over. And we have 56% of the tickets and 79% of the cash is on the Royals. So big bets coming in on the Royals in this game, and I kind of think that may be the look here. I forgot the total. Total opened up at a 9.5. It did dip down to a 9. It's back up to a 9.5, and it's minus 110. A 5-cent line movement towards the over, and a decent line move towards the Royals. Taking a look at Kauffman Stadium, plus 1% runs. The highest on the slate, by the way, Tim, for runs today is plus 3%. So not great hitting conditions today. Kind of spells for a lot of unders tonight. Minus 13% home runs, minus 1% doubles, triples, plus 8% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. We have Brady Singer and Carlos Carrasco. Carrasco, 7.79 ERA, 1.90 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%. 3.12 walks per nine, a 4.19 BABIP, a 3.74 FIP, and a 4.40 SIERA, suggesting maybe he's getting a little unlucky. On the flip side, we have Brady Singer, 5.25 ERA, 1.38 whip, 9.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 1.5 walks per nine, a 386 BABIP, a 307 FIP, and a 322 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Mets here, 3.59 FIP, 4.07 SIERA compared to a 4.98 FIP and a 4.66 SIERA. And the hitting advantage definitely goes towards the Mets here, 125 WRC plus, which is fourth against righties. The Mets are a much better team against righties than they are lefties, and the Royals 84 WRC plus, which is 24th. But the way the markets are moving here, I kind of want to ignore the hitting stats a little bit here. I want to take Kansas City first five. I want to look a little bit at the Royals early in this game. If there was first threes available, I'd probably look towards that as well. I think the Royals can get to Carlos Carrasco here, who's been not very good. The line movement suggests that the Royals are most likely to play here in this spot, and I think I'm interested in KC early in this game. Wow, that's minus 127. Royals first five, minus 127. I'm going to take that. I think they're favorites for a reason in this game, and as much as it hurts, I'm gonna fade them here. I'm gonna fade the Mets here. Kansas City first five.
Yeah, first play up on the site. You know what? I'm not even gonna. Right. You know, if I'm gonna fade the Mets, let's go all out. Plus 170 for the run line. I see Cookie getting absolutely smacked around today, and this Mets team. If you look at that starting lineup, the first couple are good. I don't know whether or not Nimmo is going to be back today. He was scratched a couple games ago, but the top of the lineup is solid with McNeil, with Lindor, Alvarez, Alonso, and then everything after that is complete dog shit. It's all minor leaguers, and this is not a good team. It makes sense why the Royals are favored. I'm bound
to still the Royals though. That's the tough part.
That's exactly why I don't want to lay a minus price tag. I'll take the run line plus 170. If I'm going to go after it, I'm just going to go all after it. The Mets suck right now. They're going to be a fade for the rest of the season, especially right now when they have all minor leaguers going and no Brandon Nimmo in the lineup. So Royals run line plus 170. It's the Royals going for a sweep. So
not only a sweep, Tim, back-to-back sweeps. The red hot Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, I'm going Royals run line. Plus 170.
All right. Let's go back to the chat here. Mo. And then Royals first five money line in the under. Yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it. Supness. Texas in a rout. That is quite the statement. Max has been fire and playing in dome. I trust his handles. Orioles are dogs. Books must be drunk. Orioles money line and raised to 3+ money. I was actually looking a little bit towards the other way. I like Kevin Gausman though. That's just a Kevin Gausman play for me. I know roll eyes, whatever. I like the Cubs over 13 runs today. Hey, I did that as my free pick video last night, Tim. I have already played the Cubs -1 today. Going for the sweep. And I wish I grabbed it earlier. I remember in a group chat, Tim.
Cubs in the over.
I said that the Cubs plus 750 was worth a shot. And I was laughed at like a month ago before they went on the run. That the Cubs at plus 750 to win the division was worth a shot. I kind of see what they want to know what they are now to win that division because you probably are not getting obviously not nearly as good of a price. If you want the Chicago Cubs to win the division,
I got them plus 450 preseason.
Plus 290 now. They're plus 290 now.
All right, I got a good line on them then. I like this Cubbies team. They are starting to look really good, but we'll talk about them later.
Yeah. By the way, they haven't had back-to-back runs like that since 1900. They've scored 36 runs in the last 2 games.
Yes.
And it really makes you look at
scored more runs in August than the entire AL Central. Okay.
Yeah. It makes you look at that Cincinnati Reds team and think, why didn't you trade for pitching? Why didn't the Reds do anything to address their pitching? Really? Fernando on the Royals here. Yeah.
Yes, Royals.
Wouldn't mind the Royals first 5 -1. I think they can get to Carrasco. I'm not a Carrasco believer. I am fully ready for him not to be a Met anymore because I believe he's a free agent at the end of the year. Phillies for the win. I'm already on the fish. Mets money line. I'm on the opposite side. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Dad. How are you doing today?
Oh, good. So Dad's here for us to shit talk the Mets. Awesome.
Oh, yeah. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games remaining. All right, let's have some fun. Toronto Blue Jays, Baltimore Orioles. The Blue Jays are -160 favorites in this game, total of 8, looking to split out this series here. They got the win last night. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. And there's basically been no line history here. Line opened up at a -160 to -159. It did get up to a -163 at one point, but it's been a 1 penny line movement towards the Orioles. This line opened up at an 8 -105. It's up to an 8 -110. So a 5-cent line movement towards the over. Let's see if the cash flow represents a move towards the Orioles and a move towards the over. Wow, 32% of tickets and 70% of cash is on the under. And the lines move 5 cents towards the over. And we have 77% of tickets, 65% of cash is on the Orioles or on the Jays in this one here. Saying that some books opened up that at -140. I don't see where they opened up as -140 now. Because Action Network's weird sometimes where they'll say it opened up at a certain line and it just didn't. I want to see if that actually opened up at a -140 anywhere. I don't think it did. No, it's been mostly -160s. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal. And this is going to sound really weird. Rogers Center is tied for the best hitting conditions in baseball today. Plus 3% runs. Plus 11% home runs, 0% doubles, triples, -2% singles. Makes me not very confident in any type of overs today, if those are the conditions of the best one on the slate. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Jack Flaherty making his debut with the Orioles here. 3.80 ERA, 1.52 whip, 8.35 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 3.04 walks per 9, a 333 BABIP. A 463 FIP and a 4.51 Sierra. It's not been very good. On the flip side, we have the Jays here. We have Gausman 3.5 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, 12.5 strikeouts per 9, which is 35%, 2.5 walks per 9, a 270 BABIP, a 494 FIP, and a 3.202 Sierra. He's actually been not bad. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Orioles in this spot. 3.97 FIP, 3.16 Sierra the last 14 days. Compared to the Jays, 3.91 and 4.12. Slight hitting advantage towards the Jays here in this spot. 102 WRC plus, which is 13th, compared to even 100 for the Orioles at 15th. The Orioles haven't been hitting that well. And they get Kevin Gausman, which has been pretty good. And I'm kind of looking towards the Jays early in this game. I want the Jays in the first 5 innings. Let's take a look at what that is real quick. It's gone from, the first 5 has moved towards, that's interesting. The first 5 has moved towards the Jays. The full game has moved a penny towards the Orioles. It opened up at a 175 for the first 5 money line. It's up to a 180 now for Toronto, which makes me believe that Toronto first 5 is the play in this game rather than the full game in this one. Let's take a look at this first 5 number, -125 for the first 5, -0.5. That's where I'm going to go in this game. I'm taking Toronto early. I want Kevin Gausman. I only want Kevin Gausman. So give me 5 solid innings, Kevin, and give me a couple runs, and we're good. First 5, -0.5, -125 for the Jays here for me.
Whew. All right. I think we know where we're going. We're going to take the most profitable team in baseball. We're going to take the most profitable road team in baseball with a brand new pitcher, Jack Flaherty, who's had a up and down year. He's played for the Cardinals. So
the Cardinals are one of the best defensive teams in baseball. They had a bunch of gold glovers last year.
Okay. The Cardinals haven't been good all year. So I don't blame him for not playing well in there. And I think going in, because he was on the Cardinals for his entire career. Now he gets a new spot. I think he's going to be excited to pitch there. You actually get a team that's competing this year. Baltimore, who's 24 games over 500, and the books are still disrespecting them. There's zero reason for the Blue Jays to be minus 160 in this game. I'm taking the O's every single day of the week and twice today. No, okay. I like the O's in this one. I think they win the series, as I said. They'll take 3 out of 4 from Toronto, start to bury them, and this is a Baltimore team that's going to be dangerous. I know I back them every single day. They make me money. Orioles today with Jack Flaherty on the mound.
Good luck. Back to the chat.
You too. I hope you win. Nick got a little excited there. Did he now? What was your guys' play for the first game? I stayed away. Nick's on the fish. Under from KK. Under for sure. Hit the like button. The like button is under. We need the over. Hit the like button. There you go, Dad. I hate taking unders in baseball, but I do like the under here. I could definitely see Flaherty having a really good start. And then Gausman, it depends on the day. Gotcha. Yeah.
Gausman has the opportunity to be elite. Like he is, I think, one of the best pitchers in the American League.
O's let me down yesterday. Might take them live today. I like the O's today. Yes. I like the Orioles. Yes, Orioles. Hit the like button.
My advice, if you like the Orioles, is to wait till Gausman's pulled.
Nah, Flaherty's going to shove today. Let's head to this matchup out west, which is
we have the Arizona Diamondbacks at the San Francisco Giants. The Giants $1.25 favorites, total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here. Quite the pitching matchup between Sean Alexander and Brandon Fad. The line opened up at a minus 153, and it's plummeted minus 124 now for the Giants. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 120. It's an 8.5 minus 128 now, so an 8-cent line movement towards the over. And a massive line movement towards the Diamondbacks in this one here. Let's see if the line history represents that. I've got nothing on the run lines, but that's fine. 41% of the tickets, 68% of the cash is on the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's beautiful. 42% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the under. And the line's moved up. They're taking all this under money and they're saying, here, keep betting the under. We love it. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal. As Oracle Park is the worst hitting conditions on the slate today. Minus 12% overall on runs, minus 33% home runs, minus 1% doubles, triples, plus 1% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here in this one. It's a bullpen day for the Giants with Sean Alexander going. On the other side, Brandon Fad's not been very good. 4.63 ERA, 1.11 whip, 6.94 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 0.77 walks per nine, a 235 BABIP, a 6.7 FIP, and a 4.41 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Giants here. 2.89 FIP, 3.46 Sierra compared to 5.08 and 4.95. Hitting advantage does go towards the Snakes here. 91 WRC plus, which is 20th compared to 84, which is 25th. And for the first game of the series, I passed. For the second game of the series, I passed. The third game of the series, I'm going to stick with what's been working in the series. I'm passing. I really don't have an interest in this one here. I would like to back it over, but these teams don't give me any confidence on betting it over, especially with the conditions at Oracle Park today. This is a hard pass for me. Hard pass.
I'm in the same boat. I haven't had any interest in this series to start off, and I'm going to stick with that now. You get Scott Alexander, which is, a bullpen game? Yeah, it's a bullpen game for the Giants, and it's fat for the D-backs, which goes decently long into games. But he's been allowing runs 3, 6, 5, and 3 in the last 5 starts. So I'm not trusting him at all. I just want to stay away from this game. Unfortunately, my Diamondbacks futures are all dead. They've had one of the roughest runs for the last little while. And at this point, you kind of hope that they just make the playoffs in general. Because they've, I think, completely fallen out of a playoff spot. And they're a game and a half back of a wild card. So that's kind of rough to see. But I don't want to really go after anything in this game, to be honest.
Fair. Then we head back to the chat here as we have 6 games left.
Yep. Yo. Wing spread, never in doubt. Let's try the dream spread today. Never. Now, I know I was on the opposite side of that Wings game last night. I will say I did not take the Mercury today. I took the over. Yo, Tim, you on the Moes? Is it a day that ends in Y, Markel? Yes, I'm on the Orioles. Come on. I don't have a feel for either team. Yep. I tailed you. There you go. Diamondbacks, good luck. Giants are not the team last year where they would kill the Diamondbacks every game. No, I'm not interested in it.
And if you like the Diamondbacks, lines move too much.
Take the over because books will hate over money.
Yeah, it looks like it. Does look like it.
Judge over bases. It's Judge. That's fine. Let's head to this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Milwaukee Brewers here in this one. I was looking a little bit towards this one last night. Brewers are minus 130, total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here between Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. Wow, this line's moved 6 cents in the direction of Pittsburgh. Minus 130 is what the opening line was. It's now minus 124 for the Brewers. Line open up in an 8.5. It's up to minus 110. It's up to minus 115 now. 5 cent line movement towards the over. 6 cent line movement towards the Buccos in this game. Let's see if the cash flow represents that. Let's find our daily big bets on the Pittsburgh Pirates. 45% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on Pittsburgh. 66% of the tickets, 84% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved up in this game. It moved up all of 5 cents, but still it's not moving in the right direction. Taking a look at American Family Field, minus 3% runs, plus 7% home runs, minus 6% double triples, minus 4% singles. And both these pitchers do leave a little bit to be desired. Mitch Keller, 6.28 ERA, 1.60 whip, 8.48 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 3.77 walks per 9, a 3.18 BABIP, a 5.92 FIP, and a 4.75 SIERA. On the flip side, the Brewers with Adrian Hauser, 5.66 ERA, 1.69 whip, 9.58 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 3.92 walks per 9, a 3.83 BABIP, but a 4.48 FIP and a 4.47 SIERA. Bullpen advantage actually surprisingly goes towards the Buccos in this game. 3.91 FIP, 3.02 SIERA compared to 4.33 and 3.25. Slight hitting advantage towards Pittsburgh as well. 88 WRC plus, which is 22nd compared to 87, which is 23rd. Mitch Keller is really making me pause on this game a little bit here. But I kind of like Pittsburgh in this game a little bit in this spot. And when it comes to if you were looking at a total in this game, this sounds weird. I think I would lean more first 5 over than full game over because these bullpens have actually been very strong. Both these bullpens are in the blue for me, which when I'm looking at bullpen numbers is the only one for whatever reason I have blue. I need to switch that over to green. When the person that helped me make this, when they made it, they put blue for whatever reason. I'm going to switch that over to green to kind of see what we got here because they're really they're looking pretty good. There we go, and then we can switch that over as well. Both these bullpens have been pretty good, and I would kind of lean towards Pittsburgh in this game if I had to take a shot with this one.
Yeah, I kind of lean Pittsburgh as well. This is just not backing a team that's been losing. Milwaukee's had a little bit of a rough stretch. They've lost 5 out of 6, including that game yesterday to the Nationals. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Nationals. Brewers, how are you doing? That's kind of rough. And did you see how that game ended yesterday?
Yeah, an error.
Oh my God, 2 errors. One to score the tying run, one to score the winning run in the same play. This is a Milwaukee team that's starting to slip a little bit, and which works out because we got our Cubbies making their way up. Cubbies plus 450 to win the division. Anyway, I like the the Pittsburgh Pirates in this one, grabbing that plus 110, plus 115 actually. Sweet. 116. And rocking with fading the Brewers.
I think I want to join you on this one. I think
Cool.
I'm gonna hop on some Pittsburgh Pirates here. I kind of want to double up on them here. I'm gonna let's take a. I just want to take a look what the numbers are for the Pirates here in this one. Wow, first 5 they're minus 106. Full game they're plus 114. I'm gonna be on both here. Pittsburgh Pirates first 5 minus 106. Full game plus 114. Let's grab a
That's
little buck.
fun. Our first 2 plays on the side are Royals and Pittsburgh.
That's a fun day.
This is such a fun day. Hopefully, we'll make it better in the next game. Anyways, are you guys on Rangers or Matt? Not worth. Do you really think we would lay minus 280? No, we're not. I would lean. I was very tempted to bet the White Sox today, and I still might at plus 230. I think it might be worth it.
Yeah.
Brewers, no. Also, like in the Ranger run line, nope. Good morning, ESB. Jets. Yes, Jets today. Brewers. Nope. I'm back. There you go. Wasn't Pirates slight favorites yesterday? I don't think they were. Nick, were they slight favorites yesterday?
No.
No. Okay.
They were always dogs.
I like the first 5 over also, Nick, and the Yerfy. I don't hate the Yerfy. Brew Crew. No. Line flip. No. What's Pirates' first 5 team total?
Ooh. You can get Pirates first 5 team total over 2.5 at plus 120.
There you go. Interesting. But only a lean. Stay off of me. There you go. I like this game, Nick.
All right. This is definitely a series I am very much interested in for this one. Yeah, sorry. I plugged in my phone into my computer. But we have the Yankees and the Astros to pick them here. And this one total 8.5. Let's get into it here. Christian Javier and Clark Schmidt. Schmidt's not been bad. And this one's a tricky one because it opened up Yankees at plus 105. And now it's Yankees minus 107. So they've gone from dog to favorite. And the total has stayed the same. Let's see if this line, this cash flow represents the move towards the Yankees here in this one. Oh, and I believe there's been no movement on the total here in this spot. Line opened up at 8 minus 120. It is still at an 8 minus 120. So no line movement there for that. Let's get to the cash flow in this game. See if it represents move towards the Yankees. And it does. 41% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the Yankees tonight. And the line's moved towards them here. 58% of the tickets, 66% of the cash is on the over. The line's not moved in this spot. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal for this one here at Yankee Stadium. Minus 3% runs, plus 9% double home runs, minus 7% doubles, triples, minus 5% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here between Clark Schmidt and Christian Javier. Javier's not been good. Not at all. 6.86 ERA, 1.29 WHIP, 10.71 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 4.29 walks per nine, a 265 BABIP, but a 5.23 FIP and a 4.43 SIERA suggests he's not been good. On the flip side, Clark Schmidt, 4.43 ERA, 0.94 WHIP, 8.06 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 1.21 walks per nine, a 217 BABIP, a 5.2 FIP, and a 3.92 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Yankees in this game. 3.83 ERA, 3.83 FIP, and a 3.65 SIERA compared to 6.14 and 4.66 for the Astros. The Astros do have the hitting advantage in this game. 101 WRC plus, which is 14th, compared to 82, which is 26. I think this is a sit back and watch game for me. I don't know what to do with this game. I lean Yankees if I had to bet it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm on the opposite side. I think there's levels to this. And we've just seen that the Astros have the Yankees number. Whether it's regular season or in playoffs, the past couple of years, the Yankees have just been dominated by the Houston Astros. And I'm not a Clark Schmidt guy. He's looked better as of late. He's still not a good pitcher. And I trust Christian Javier more than I trust Clark Schmidt, and the Yankees have not been hitting. So when it comes to this game, I'm jumping on the Astros in this one. Money line around minus the 110 area.
Fair. Yeah, none of these freaking outlets are working for my phone. It's annoying. But yeah, I would like to see the Astros win this game.
Metropolitans with Scherzer's on the Rangers, dude. Scherzer's on the Rangers. I don't know what you're talking about. Yankees, no. Stros, yes. Yankees, no. Stros, yes. Yankees, no. I like the Stros in this one, yes. I love how everybody just went back and forth. I love it. That was beautiful. We'll head to this beautiful matchup, Nick, where actually, maybe not.
This series has been money for me. I doubled up on the Twins game 1. They win the first 5. They win the full game. I doubled up on the overs yesterday. Team total over for the Cardinals, full game over. They both won. Let's take our perfect record into game 3 here. Let's see what we can do. Minnesota Twins minus 120 favorites, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here between Sonny Gray and Matthew Liberatore. This line opened up at a minus 145. It's down to a 122, a 23-cent line movement towards St. Louis here. Line opened up at a minus 115 to the over 9. It's now minus 107, so an 8-cent line movement towards the under, a 23-cent line movement towards Minnehaha. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here. My bad, it's moved towards St. Louis, and it moved towards the under, not Minnehaha. And let's take a look at the cash flow here. 84% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the under in this game. And we have 49% of the tickets, 57% of the cash is on the Twins. And the lines move towards the Cardinals in this one here. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal in this spot. See what we can do with this. There we go. Busch Stadium, minus 3%. Runs, minus 12% home runs, minus 3% double triples, plus 5% singles. Taking a look at the pitching matchup here, Sonny Gray versus Matthew Liberatore. Sonny Gray, 6.08 ERA, 1.31 whip, 7.23 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%. 3.04 walks per 9, a 3.10 BABIP, a 3.36 FIP, and a 4.52 SIERA. On the flip side with Matthew Liberatore, let me grab up what his numbers are because he has not pitched in a little bit. Actually, I believe he's had one start. And
the last time he pitched was July 5th. And
yes,
it was 0.01 innings.
I was going to mention that because he has pitched in the last 30 days. I do not have any numbers for him because I deleted his stats because I wanted a fair representation for my color-coded spreadsheets. And with his stats in there, everybody else's was green.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I had to delete because he had like a 108 ERA and a 64 whip. I'm like, all right, delete. Don't need this. He pitched
delete.
0.1 innings the last 30 days. Come on. Has he had any rehab starts is the question.
I don't know if he did.
Well, Matthew Liebert. I'm assuming they sent him back down to Memphis, right?
Probably.
Let's take a look at what he's done here recently. He was let me find game logs. They don't show that. Okay, they don't show his minor league game logs to see if he was sent down to the minors. He was sent down. And they just recalled him back up on the 28th. I don't know how to approach this game. The markets are telling me that he pitches fine. That maybe the Cardinals are the look in this game. Let's take a look at the bullpens here. Bullpen edge goes towards St. Louis, 4.20 FIP, 4.26 CR compared to 4.94 and 3.9. And if there is a lineup to bring him back against, it's this Minnesota Twins against lefties. The Minnesota Twins 78 WRC plus, which is number 25 in baseball against lefties. against Liberatore, which is against the Cardinals, 116 WRC plus, which is 9th against righties. I think that the Cardinals can get to Sonny Gray here in this spot. I think the Cardinals are worth a look in this spot in this game. And I think Liberatore pitches well. I like towards St. Louis in this spot. It's been a big line movement towards St. Louis, so I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger on him, but I think it's St. Louis or nothing for me in this game. I just don't know if I want to trust Liberatore right now.
Yeah, last night it was a lot bigger of a line, and I grabbed the Twins run line and balling out, so I can't go and bet the Cardinals now, just because if I bet something in one, I'm not going to go against it the next day. I'll stick with it. I'm on the Twins in this one. Run line is probably some nice value at this point. Liberatore, as much as I feel like he's going to be good, he's going to be a really good prospect coming up, and this is a nice piece for the Cardinals to build a rotation around. I think he's a work in progress, and I think he gets hit up a little bit today. You can get Minnesota run line around plus 130. I would go that way instead of going after the Cardinals. Plus, my thoughts on the Cardinals, so. This one ended up being a pass. Well, no, I'm on the Twins on the ball and out show, but I'm probably going to end up staying away from it after all the lines, movement, and everything in this one.
All right, sounds good. We'll then head back to the chat, and then we will head to a game that I'm preparing to be heavily invested in.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Nathan, I knew what you meant. I just want to give you a hard time. It's fun too. Lean Astros, yes. Twins, yes. Twins, yes. Over, sure. Was blazing that Pineapple Fritz forgot about the Scherzer trade, to be fair. Yeah, no, with all the other trades that went down, I understand that. I like Mini. Ha ha. It's a type of, I'm guessing, weed. Negative. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't bet the Twins at all. There you go. Some top shelf 30 level. Get it. Twins suck though. They do suck. So do the Cardinals. But if I was to bet, I would lean run line. Yes, heavily invested. I need to win today. Us too. And we're going to be heavily invested in this game. I know for sure.
Because this is a game that I think this is for the third time this season. I have 4 plays in it. I am invested. Geez. I am invested. Yeah, I did a free pick video for the first play in this one, and I am doubling down. These are probably now looking at it, they're very public, but it is what it is because this team has been smashing. Yep. Chicago Cubs are taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Minus 155 for the Cubs. Total 10.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history between Luke Weaver and Jameson Taillon. Line opened up at a 142. It's up to a 156. This line did open up the total at 7.04 this morning and opened up at a 10 at minus 105. It's moved up 8 cents to minus 113. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. Are the cash flow, which 86% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Cubs. The markets are respecting that number, are expecting that cash. The line opened up in an 85% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the over. The markets are respecting that as well. The line's moved up here in this spot. It's Dream Weaver and it's Jameson Taillon. Let's take a look here at this matchup here. Weaver, 6.33 ERA, 1.59 whip, 5.06 strikeouts per nine, which is 12%, 3.38 walks per nine, a 261 BABIP, an 829 FIP, and a 5.73 SIERA. Worst FIP on the slate, worst SIERA on the slate. On the flip side, Jameson Taillon, 1.78 ERA, 0.99 whip, 6.39 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 2.84 walks per nine, a 225 BABIP, a 331 FIP, and a 4.77 SIERA. He's actually been slightly better as of late. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Cubbies here, 4.05 FIP, 4.11 SIERA compared to 5.14 FIP and a 3.99 SIERA. The hitting advantage is a massive one here. The Reds, 90 WRC plus, which is 21st against righties. The Cubbies, you know where they ranked him against right-handed pitching the last 30 days?
Number 1.
They are number 1, 139 WRC plus. This team is
when they put up the amount of runs that they have the past couple of games, I understand that.
Yeah, and looking at this game, maybe this is the public side. Maybe I'm invested too much in this. I have 4 plays on this game, and they revolve in the Cubs and the over. Cubs first 5 minus a half, minus 115. Cubs full game minus 1, minus 118. Cubs team total over 10 or over 5.5 at minus 110, and full game over 10. 10 or 10.5. I think it was a 10. Full game over 10 at minus 113. I am heavily invested in this Cubs team to continue doing what they're doing. The future National League Central Division champion Chicago Cubs. Unfortunately, I did not grab them at plus 750 a month ago when I said in a group chat that I was looking at it. I'm not betting them at plus 290 now. That's just not going to happen. But I do think this Cubs team wins the division. So give me a little bit of Cubs here. Big time here against Dreamweaver and then whatever bullpen. Dreamweaver, yes. Luke Weaver.
Yeah, I got that as Luke Weaver. I've never heard him called Dreamweaver. Interesting.
Dreamweaver,
yeah. Hey, Chicago, what do you say?
Cubs are going to sleep today.
Cubs, no, they're not.
What? They play tomorrow?
No. They lost the first game.
Oh.
6-5. They lost the first game.
No, okay.
That was Stroman versus Abbott.
Okay, got you.
I'm taking the Cubs and taking the over. Yes, I know they've scored a bajillion runs in the last 2 games. I don't really care because if you wanted to take that angle last game, it wouldn't have worked. I'm not.
Previous game, it wouldn't have worked.
Cubbies run line at plus 124 and the overtime. Luke Weaver, although the Reds have been good with Luke Weaver pitching, a 6.8 ERA is not good. It's not. And I think he gets absolutely lit up today with a Cubbies team that has just been phenomenal over the past little while. They've won 8 out of their last 10, and they've put themselves right back up in a conversation for either a division or a wild card because they're only 3 games back for the division. 3 games. And wild card is 3 games as well because they're trying to catch Milwaukee. This is a team that's getting close, and I think they have a good shot at making the playoffs. This was the Cubs team I've been expecting the entire year, and they're finally showing up. Sign me up for some more Cubbies action today, Nick.
Love it, yeah. And I think this is a team that could potentially make some noise, honestly.
You want a long shot to win the National League?
The Cubs. We said that earlier in the year too. But yeah, I think this Cubs team is looking strong right now.
They are. They're looking really good right now. I like it.
All right, back to the chat.
Yes. Bum fight. It's not a bum fight. The Cubbies are quite good. Maybe over. Yes. I may have to lean Cubbies. Yes. Oh, hey, Chicago. What do you say? The Cubs are going to smash today. Yesterday, the Reds got off to a fast start. Then I think it changes today. Triple dipper. Cubs race to 2. First 5 and run line. Yes, sir. Following triple up spot. Yep. Cubbies first 5 over at home has been a money machine from Mr. LJ Houston's finest. And then I know he means you, Nick. He likes your hat.
Oh,
I wonder why he likes your hat.
It's the future American League West Division champions and future potential World Series champions repeating. But yeah.
Okay. Let's head to we got 2 games left, Nick.
Yeah, we get one of our favorite pitchers going in this game here. And no, it's not Shohei Ohtani. We get the Seattle Mariners minus 150, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history between Shohei Ohtani and Brian Woo in this one here. Minus 155. This line opened up as down to a 150, 5-cent line movement towards Woo and the Whites and the Mariners here in this one here. Line opened up at a minus 115. It's up to a minus 120. So this line movement telling me that that Ohtani's vulnerable in this game. And wow, I definitely want to move on a couple of things in this game. 39% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the Mariners. Love to see that if you're looking to back the Mariners. And Shohei Ohtani is pitching, so everybody and their mother is stacking up on this under, Tim, and they're raising it. They're upper. The lines move towards the over, even though 87% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the under. The lines move 10 cents towards the over. So the books are opening up their arms nice and wide, saying keep betting Shohei Ohtani under the total. We will take all of your Shohei money here. Whether it's on the Angels or whether it's on the under in this game. Let's take a look at Angel Stadium, which is neutral for today. 0% runs, plus 9% home runs, minus 10% doubles, triples, 0% on the singles. Looking at this matchup here between Bryan Woo and Shohei Ohtani. Woo has not been very good lately. 5.47 ERA, 1.29 whip, 7.52 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 3.08 walks per nine, a 270 BABIP, a 5.44 FIP, and a 4.70 SIERA. On the flip side, Shohei Ohtani, a 4.97 ERA, 1.18 whip, 10.3 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 3.91 walks per nine, a 228 BABIP, a 5.6 FIP, and a 4.02 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Mariners in this game. 3.39 FIP, 4.07 SIERA compared to 4.70 and 3.59. Actually, the Angels bullpen's improved as of late. And the hitting advantage goes towards the Mariners here, 116 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 113th, which is 12th. I think we see the Mariners score some runs in this game. I think we see an over. I think we see the Mariners here. I'm looking at least the Mariners team total over, full game overs type of play here. For me, let's take a look what that is, because they're decent dogs. I'm assuming a 3.5 because they're decent dogs here. 3.5 minus 115, full game over 8. I think I think those are two good plays there. I also lean towards Mariners full game money line at plus 138. If you don't feel comfortable with that, you can take the first 5 straight fade Ohtani. But for me, it's Mariners team total over 3.5 minus 115, full game over 8 at minus 120.
Yeah, as much as this is a fade of Ohtani, this is a fade of the Angels in general right now. Although you saw Seattle sell a little bit at the deadline, they've actually looked quite good lately. They just, I believe, they won 2 out of 3 from both Boston and Arizona, and Minnesota. So they've looked good as of late since the All-Star break. And the Angels have not. And the Angels are coming from Atlanta, traveling all the way across the country and coming back to LA after a 9-game road trip. I think it's a really rough spot for the Angels today. I'm grabbing Brandon Woo, but it's more of a fade of the Angels right now. So give me some Seattle Mariners plus 138 today, fading Ohtani and the Angels.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to triple down on this game. Give me the Mariners money line plus 138 as well. Everything correlates for me in this game for Mariners in an over. So I'm going to grab Mariners plus 138 as well. All right, back to the chat, Tim.
I'm typing up the.
Right, let's take a look. Where do you leave off? Let's see. I think the Stros win today, says Nathan.
Yep.
LJ, are you from Houston? Yeah, he's Houston's finest right there. LJ from H-Town. Yeah. Cubs over 13 runs. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I think they could do that again. Yeah. Show me the money. No, I think Shohei gets hit today. Correlated parlay. Cubbies in the over. Love it. Yep. I'm on both. Today feels like it should be a good day, hopefully. I like the over more than anything in the Angels Mariners. It's only an 8. They always price Shohei's games ridiculous because it's Shohei. Cron and Moustakas to both get a hit for plus money. That's not a bad look. Cron has looked great with the LA Angels, but too bad he can't pitch. As I keep saying with the Angels there, they didn't require much for pitching. Angels rested two batters that are on massive hit streaks, and they should continue today after being rested up. Fair enough. ESB, you may have persuaded me on the Mariners minus 1.5. Wow. Going the full reverse run line here. This one. We'll head to the last game of the slate, though. We have the Oakland Athletics and the LA Dodgers. The Dodgers minus 270 favorites, total of 8.5 in this game. Dodgers took care of business last night like they should have against this Oakland A's team. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. Line opened up at a 265. It's up to a 272. So this game kind of flirting with that minus 300 range eventually, probably, I'm going to guess. Line opened up at a minus 115 for the over 8.5. It's up to a 117. So a 2-cent line movement towards the over in this game, and a 7-cent line movement towards Los Doyers in this one as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game, see if it represents a line move towards the Dodgers. 43% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the Oakland A's money line. I mean, nobody's laying minus 270. No, all the money coming in on the Dodgers is on the run line, 94% of the tickets and 97% of the cash. 37% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is on the under. And they've moved that line slightly towards the over, suggesting that that we could potentially see J.P. Sears get hit a little bit today. It's J.P. Sears and Julio Urias. Sears has actually not been bad. 3.07 ERA, 0.95 whip the last 30 days, 6.44 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 1.53 walks per 9, a 2.05 BABIP, a 5.42 FIP, and a 4.86 SIERA. On the flip side, Julio Urias, a 5.09 ERA, 1.13 whip, 8.61 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%. 2.35 walks per 9, a 2.77 BABIP, a 3.53 FIP, and a 4.30 SIERA. Urias at home is just a totally different monster, though, than he is on the road. He's amazing at home, bad on the road, like most pitchers who have splits. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Dodgers here, 4.59 FIP, 4.88 SIERA compared to 5.03 and 4.85. Hitting advantage goes towards the Dodgers here, 113 WRC plus, which is 12th, compared to 17th for the Athletics with 99 WRC plus. I kind of lean over in this game. I don't know if I'm going to be betting this one. At the moment, it's a pass. Obviously, it's Oakland or nothing if you're looking on betting aside. I'm not laying minus 270 with anybody.
Nope.
So it's a lean towards Oakland, a lean towards the over. No play for me in this game.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in this one either. The price for the Dodgers is just way too much. You look at it, the Dodgers are minus 130 on the run line at home. If I want to grab a home run line, it's got to be some nice plus money. Because you get one less at bat. Well, most of the time. And I'm just not interested in going after anything to do with this game. Oakland is not a team I want to go after. And the Dodgers at this point, they're 16 games over. They're sitting nicely in the division. Well, I don't know if they're necessarily sitting nicely in the division. 2.5 games up on the Giants. And 5.5 now on the Diamondbacks. I think they're kind of just coasting at this point, but this is a complete stay away for me to end the slate. I'm happy with the, I believe, 5 plays that we have up today. I'm heavily invested in 2 games and have plays on 3 others. So, yeah, we're good with today.
Also, we have football to worry about because we have a CFL game, we have an NFL game. So,
okay. There's a CFL game today.
Yeah, Winnipeg.
BC and Winnipeg. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think I have to put up a play for that one. So,
yep. Back to the chat before we go and do some housekeeping.
Yeah, Nathan saying Dodger blue. Good luck. Nathan, 2 or more Freeman, 2 or more bases. Bets get 1 hit or more, and Dodgers run line for 4.5 odds.
Real quick, if you're going to go after the Dodgers, that's not a bad option to try to go after. Is correlating a Dodger run line with a hit prop.
Yeah.
To try to get it at plus money. That's not a bad option. I'm just not laying minus 130. Go ahead, sir.
Dodgers bats have been heating up. Yeah. Where are the people that say no pitcher should be minus 300? Right here. They're minus 272 at the moment. Be sure the moment that either them or the Rangers hit minus 300 today, I'm betting the opposite way. So no trust in Urias, but no trust in Sears. Either team. The over should be smashed and probably both team totals. I don't hate that. BC versus Winnie. I think that's a great game tonight. Minus 2 Dodgers. I ain't betting the A's no time soon. It's August. Yeah. Last night they were minus 330. Not on my book. On my book they weren't available last night. Actually they were, but it was minus 270. Or minus 265 around 3 a.m. I wonder what book that was on. But that is all the games for today. That is all the full slate for today. So that means it is time for some
housekeeping.
Yes, and that's something I have to get done after the show is putting up all the content on TikTok and on Instagram. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. We're going to really continue to keep pushing. And shoot, I never did a best bet. I never did a, well, you know what? I have it in mind. And I think I've used this team before, but I don't care. I'll make that as Nick does his recap. Hopefully Nick can do it a little bit slower. But make sure you guys are checking out all the social medias in the link in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, not Twitch. Oh, well, yeah, you can check out the Twitch, but Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I know you're already here, but make sure you guys are checking out all of those social media platforms. Recap for today. I'll bet the Jets today. That's fine with me.
I'm on them as well.
Yeah. I'll be on. I was very close to betting the White Sox today. Royals run line plus 170. Orioles money line. The Pirates money line. Astros money line. I'm on the Twins run line. Cubbies run line in the over. Seattle money lines and the card. Nick, take your time because I'm gonna try to get this done.
Yeah, I'm currently and right now I'm currently typing in the card for my Cappit. Where if you guys ever missed the show and you want my plays, I'm over on Cappit, $6.99 a day for that. But if you look at today's post, it's all the plays that I'm about to give you out right here because for everybody who watches the show, you always will get my plays. The only ones I can't guarantee that with is during college season when we don't go over every game. I can't guarantee you will get all of my plays. But for everybody who watches and supports the channel and watches the streams, you get all my plays. All of my plays that we go over every single game. Which for today is the Miami Marlins money line at plus 107. Kansas City Royals first 5 at minus 127. I just saw the lineup that the Mets released for that game. DJ Stewart's hitting second. Toronto Blue Jays first 5 minus a half at minus 125. And we're heavily invested in 2 of the later games. Chicago Cubs first 5 minus a half at minus 115. Chicago Cubs minus 1, minus 118. Chicago Cubs team total over 5.5, minus 110. Chicago and Cincinnati over 10, minus 113. Mariners money line plus 138. Mariners team total over 3.5, minus 115. Mariners Angels full game over 8 at minus 120. In the NFL, we are on the New York Jets. It is a pretty simple dog to favorite. They have released lines for week 1 of the preseason. I will be diving into those soon, looking at which ones are dogs now that if they flip to favorites, I will be immediately betting. So keeping an eye out for that because I will be doing plenty of preseason content for the NFL because I will continue to advocate for this. Betting preseason football, NFL is better than betting regular season NFL profit-wise because not as many people are buying it, or not as many people are not buying it. Not as many people are betting on it, and the lines are weaker. The coaches will tell you everything they're looking to do, and the lines will tell you who's playing. And the lines today told me Zach Wilson's playing probably the first half of this game. If you can find Jets first half, I don't hate that either as well. But yeah, I hope I killed enough time for Tim to make the Instagram play of the day.
It's done. Thank you. I appreciate it. And to no surprise, hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs run line today with Mr. Dansby Swanson on the front page. So there you go. Cubbies today as the play of the day. We hit yesterday over in the Cardinals game. So let's keep it rolling with the play of the days. I believe they're like 10-4. So really, really going solid with it. Cubbies today, Nick.
Hell yeah. Love to see it.
Have a great day. You too. Yes, it's JP Sears tonight. 10-1 is a demoralizing defeat. Should be 8-2 tonight. Okay. Laters, my guys. In the White Sox game, you said you want the over, but you don't back the White Sox to run. So Rangers team total over. I could see it.
I could see it, but that number was like 5.5 juiced heavy. So I was like, I'm good.
Play of the day is the Giants run line for Nathan. Get it. That's why we're all here. Appreciate it. That will do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Bye-bye.